For this week, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I'm not changing anything on the portfolios. Obviously, the one that changes the most is the one that I do every 2 to 4 weeks, and so we're in between that first and basically second week, and I have no changes on it. So it's keep it as is. I it's actually doing good. It's doing well. And I expect it to continue doing well actually for the remainder of the week. As far as for the market in general, it's it's the same as last week. I mean, the risk appetite is really strong. I mean, the market keeps, especially the S&P 500, continues to drive forward. I mean, there is still strong momentum, obviously led by the AI companies, the companies that actually that have direct exposure to AI as far as in supporting or supplying the equipment, the chips, obviously, the construction, the energy that's needed, all of that, they're doing really well. I mean, they're doing exceptionally well, actually. So again, still a lot of momentum, obviously led by the AI boom that we're seeing, and in reality, we're still at the beginning stages, of this AI boom. But not to say that we don't sometimes get ahead of ourselves, which it seems like we might be potentially in one of those phases. But again, I wouldn't say to do anything right now to actually get away from it. It's still, like I said, there's still very good momentum. The volatility is rather it's calm. I mean, there is nothing that's especially when you look at the current readings, it's around 17. Um, Anything below 20 is it's not very cautionary. Um, so again, but when I do look at some of the future potential around the VIX, there is potential for it to increase potentially in the future. But right now, again, it's very subdued. Um, Rates they have climbed. They're holding steady right now. Obviously, they do matter, and they always matter because they can serve as a headwind for some of the evaluations. And we'll see. We'll have to see how it plays out in the upcoming weeks. For a while there, especially last week, it was really climbing very steadily. Obviously, the 30-year got to almost 5.15, was around 5.15. So we'll see. We'll just keep an eye on that. Cash levels remain elevated, especially on the sideline. Um, and they've actually been increasing, as this market's actually gone to higher and higher levels, which is you would expect that actually, because we haven't had much of a break, and so people, as the market continues to climb, some people are actually taking some of the risk off by selling some of their positions, not all of their positions, but some of their positions. The fiscal backdrop, I mean, as we all know, the government budgets are stretched. They're very stretched, and they will continue to be stretched, going forward. So it's just something that we have to keep an eye on. I'm not saying it's going to create anything right now in the near term, but it's something we're going to keep a very, very close eye on. Um, and then valuations. I mean, especially when you look back, at the trailing PEs. I mean, it's high. The forward-looking PEs are obviously much lower. They're in their 20s, low 20s. Um, but that's not guaranteed, obviously. So we'll have to see. I mean, I think we've had a tremendous run over the last 8 weeks, and it's again, we're getting a little stretched, but I'm not saying it's time to pause. I mean, so most of the risk should be on right now when it comes to the portfolio. I do believe in doing some hedging and preparing to do some hedging actually in the near term. But I wouldn't take off my positions in the market right now. There's still a lot of momentum and a lot of good cases, actually, good things actually happening, especially from everything that we're seeing, and especially led by the earnings that we've seen so far. So fundamentally, based on the earnings themselves, I mean, there's still a lot of strength there. But we'll keep an eye on everything. So, and if I do see anything that's more disturbing, obviously in the next few weeks, I will make sure to bring it up. But either way, again, just and from a very cautionary standpoint, we're going to keep being bullish on the market, and we'll see. We'll see how it looks next week.